Welcome to my crochet elephant tutorial. I encourage you to pause the video during each step and crochet along. Before you begin, the following directions are for the elephant's body, followed by ears and legs. You begin crocheting at his butt and end at his nose. The yarn that I'm using is regular red heart yarn. The hook is a G. The supplies that you will need are yarn, fiber fill, a hook, and the yarn needle is optional. The techniques that you will need to know are a magic circle, a slip stitch, and single crochet. Step 1. Make a magic circle and leave a pretty long tail of yarn. You will use it later to make the elephant's tail. Single crochet 10 in your magic circle, slip stitch to connect the beginning of the round. The picture is of when you are about to slip stitch. The hook will pull the yarn through where it is poked through in the picture and then through the loop. Single crochet around the circle, putting 1 stitch in most stitches and 2 in the same stitch if it starts to curl up. This is called increasing. The idea here is to keep it flat until it's the size that you want. The elephant can be made any size. This step is what determines how big his body is. There is no set amount of stitches, just keep increasing every few stitches until your flat piece is as big as you want it to be. If it's not flat enough, you can pull on it and flatten it out. The stitches alone will not make it flat. I usually pull on it quite a bit to flatten it. This is where I usually stop to tie off the yarn tail. If you already know how, skip ahead to making the elephant's tail. To tie off the yarn, pull the end of your yarn that you started with to the inside using the hole from the magic circle. Pull the tail tight so that the hole is as close as you can get it. Stick your hook under a stitch and pull a loop of yarn through, and then pull the yarn all the way through the loop, making a knot. I usually follow this with an overhand knot. Making the elephant's tail. Pull the yarn tail back to the outside of your project. Stick your hook in a nearby stitch and pull the yarn through, making a loop. Chain as many as you want until the tail is long enough. Pull the end of the yarn through the last chain, making a knot. Note, if your elephant is bigger and needs a fatter tail, turn around and single crochet in each chain back to the elephant's butt and tie off there. If you only want the tail to be 1 chain thick, take a needle or hook and pull the yarn through each chain on the tail, then tie off close to his butt and pull the yarn tail to the inside where it's hidden.